My name is Jack Eit, and I'm with WilderUtopia.com, a website dedicated to urban planning, environmental sustainability, and one thing that we study in particular is the tar sands issue of Alberta. The Athabascan tar sands project is the largest industrial project on the earth right now, and from the oil companies are looking at Canada having the highest oil reserves, second to possibly Saudi Arabia, but Shell Canada thinks if there were no environmental regulations, they would have the most oil that could be extracted. And so they're basically looking at an area of Alberta, Canada, the size of Florida, to basically strip mine and in situ mine for the tar sands oil. Basically what it is they're taking the boreal forest, an area of land that in 1960 there were no roads, it was completely wild, only indigenous people were living there. The oil companies came in, so what they do to get this tar sands oil is they cut the boreal forest off, they scrape off the land that they call the overburden, and they dig out the sand. So when they take that sand, putting intensive chemicals, water, so we're looking at, they take 4 to 7 barrels of water for every barrel of oil to process this sand, to basically wash the sand out of the tar. And they need to heat it to about 900 degrees Celsius, incredible amounts of energy that is required to get this process going. The water that they wash this sand off, they leave it in settling ponds. Now these settling ponds basically can be 50 square miles. We're talking from here, Los Angeles, all the way down to Orange County, of a settling pond that will be letting the water sit there for decades. Now these settling ponds are leaking. They're often right next to the Athabascan River that is going downriver and polluting the indigenous communities there. So for these oil companies to effect this plan of extracting a Florida-sized piece of the boreal forest for tar sands oil, they need to export it to market. And we're not just talking United States, we're talking world market. So there's 2 major pipeline proposals right now. There's the Northern Gateway pipeline, which goes through Alberta to British Columbia. And there's the other pipeline, which is much more well known. It's the Keystone XL pipeline. There is already a Keystone 1, which was approved during the Bush administration, that does not have a direct connection between Alberta and Texas. Port Arthur, Texas is where they want to send the oil down to the Gulf to be processed. It's actually in a place where they won't have to pay taxes on the refining in Texas. It's a free port, and then they can export it to the world. So basically the first Keystone pipeline, in their first year of operations, it had 12 major spills. So we're talking, this is not a safe situation, and so the Keystone XL pipeline, which the southern leg has already been started, and what we're protesting here is the northern leg. Stopping that and its direct connection between the Alberta tar sands is the way to stop this project from happening. And one of the biggest issues is the burning of this oil, and from the extraction, from all the way from taking it out of the ground to burning it in your car, transporting it all over the world and burning it in your car, it burns between almost 3 times the amount of carbon, greenhouse gases, that Saudi crude is. And we already have a destabilized climate from driving around using Saudi crude. So what happens when tar sands oil becomes our main oil of choice that we'll be driving around? Complete disaster with the climate. So this project needs to be stopped. The Obama administration is doing their so-called due diligence, and we have a hope that the environmental process will prevail. To date, we've had a very stilted environmental study process where the consultants were basically, TransCanada's consultants were, TransCanada is the company that's doing the Keystone XL pipeline. They were doing the environmental analysis. So these type of things are hard to overcome. But we're out here speaking out against the Keystone XL and the tar sands pipeline and the climate issue in general. We have a rally on February 17th in conjunction with the DC rally, the largest climate rally in the United States ever, and it's high time for it because what's going on right now, we've got extreme weather, we've got 2012 was the hottest year on record. The jury is not out on climate change. The reality is we need to act now, and the first step, there's many other steps, meaning we need clean renewable energy, we need to rethink our cities, we need to grow smarter, but the first step is to stop this Keystone XL pipeline and stop other dangerous, extreme measures to extract fossil fuels. So, thank you.
Can you tell us your name again?
My name is Jack Eit, and I'm with WilderUtopia.com, and also I'm with Tar Sands Action Southern California. Both my organizations have Facebook pages, and look us up on the web. And if you want to look on Facebook for our February 17th rally right here in downtown LA, or go to DC if you can do it.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.